Call recording off.
All right, welcome to another edition of DMV Sports Show. I'm your host, Rashawn McGee. As you guess it, it's Saturday, folks. It's Saturday to hear the sports that you want to hear on your weekend. As we always say on Saturday, we got a lineup that you wouldn't believe of sports news. We want to talk about the Washington Commanders and their win against the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona and Phoenix. We also want to talk about the Washington Wizards and their preseason game against the Toronto Raptors. That's 7:30 tomorrow, folks, but we'll get a little bit into that as well. We're going to go around the NBA. We're also going to talk about the Baltimore Orioles. Yes, the Baltimore Orioles, they lost the grueling in battle against the Kansas City Royals. We'll get into a little bit of that. We're going to talk about the Maryland Terrapins, and they lost to the Indiana Hoosiers 42-28, and who their next two opponents are moving forward. You're just going to have to wait and see who those two opponents are. And the call-in number is 512-543-4662. I'm going to say again, 512-543-4662. Make sure you state your name for the record and who you represent, so that way we can have a better interaction of sports related topics. Be sure to stay in tune next Saturday, because we're going to have one of the best moments in DMV history. You just got to tune in to see what it is. I'm not going to give away everything. I'm just going to post it on my Facebook. Make sure you follow me and follow the group as well. With that being said, we got a panel that's going to come in and entertain and give great insight about the Commanders and other team as well. So stay tuned for that. So with that being said, folks, as we said, all time, all day, every day, let's start the show. So the Commanders are 1,000% legit. Jayden Daniels is all the hype. He completed 82.1% of his passes. He's basically on point right now. Let me give you the accuracy right now. I got it here. He is 897 yards, almost 200 yards, reaching 1,000. He has 82.1%. He completed 87 of 106 attempts. He's averaging 8.5. He has 224.3 yards, and his longest pass was 55 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 9 sacks, 45 styles, and then 100. His quarterback rating is 107.4, which is great at this time. Now, Ryan Roberts has a 307 yards rushing. He carries for 66, 4.7 average. The longest is 40 yards. This is by far the best start to the 2024 season, folks. Also, not only does Jayden Daniels pass, he's also rushed for 218 yards, and his longest was 17, and he scored 4 touchdowns, averaging 54.5 yards. He only fumbled twice. Did he fumble? Why did he have fumbled twice? I don't think he fumbled. That's probably a misprint. Eckler is only carried 13 yards for 83 yards, averaging 6.4 yards, and his longest was 24, and he has 1 touchdown. And then Jeremy Michaels had 9 carries, 69 yards, 7.7 average, 27 was his longest, and he has 2 touchdowns. So a total of combined is they carried 134 altogether, 670 yards, 5.1 average. Longest was 40, and the average was 40. Excuse me. I'm getting a little bit. Sorry about that. But they have a total of 10 touchdowns. So, folks, this offense is on fire. I cannot complain. This is by far the best offensive explosion that we had. So I got the panel here. I think Big Steve is here. I think Eric Jessup is here, and then Coach is here, and then we have Triangle here. I don't know who's from Triangle, but I have the utmost upsides for this team moving forward. After beating the Arizona Cardinals, now confident to move forward in this NFL season. Now, I know we haven't really beaten anybody, as the NFL analyst says on ESPN and NFL Network, but Jayden Daniels is still in the topic of being an MVP. Now, I most likely like to hear the conversation about our quarterback being the MVP of the league, NFC East. Most of them don't want to hear him being the MVP because it does away with other quarterbacks. Listen, folks, here's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to pose it to the panel. I believe being in a conversation is better than saying that he has won it. He hasn't won anything yet, but being an MVP is by far in the conversation of it, not saying that he actually won it. So I'm going to pose before we get into it, I'm going to pose it to the panel. Does Jayden Daniels need to be in the conversation of being an MVP, or do you think he does not need to be in the conversation of being MVP? Let's go with Big Steve and end with Coach. Good evening, people. How you doing?
Sir, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
All right. You know what? I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it with pride. He's a scarier version of R33.
Okay.
A scarier version.
Okay.
Because remember, R33 had speed. R33 had a arm.
Mm-hmm.
But he's doing something R33 haven't done. He's scared. RDG had a coach that was like, he don't answer to. This coach, remember, we got a different coach. This coach, it's like he's saying, do what you got to do. If you don't see something, run. If you don't see something, pass. And he's passing it to different people. Brown, number 2 for the Washington Commanders, saying, well, he ain't giving me the ball enough. Right? Guess what? If you don't like it, you may be on a plane ticket somewhere because everybody's getting a shot at the ball. You got to open yourself while they get the ball. And see, that's what the new guy that we got from the Texans, former Cowboy player, and everybody's open up to get the ball. We got, they not heard that Adams may be coming and stuff like that. This young man can do it all. He can do it with his arm, he can do it with his leg, and then Eckler's coming back. Even though I heard Robinson is playing, may not play, but still, we got people in different pieces that we never had. We never have since I've been a Redskins fan. I ain't the stick commander of the Redskins. That we can be dominant. That's what I'm going to say. So go ahead with somebody else.
Okay, all right. Well, that was a great introduction into the question. But the question was that do you think he should be in the MVP conversation, or do you think he shouldn't be there?
Most definitely. These guys, he is playing better than most veterans. And somebody said this, and Al Michaels said this. Al Michaels said he's been doing better than most people he's seen in 10 years. And Al Michaels don't lie.
And veterans, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So Triangle, Virginia, can you state your name for the record? Okay, we'll come back to Triangle. Eric, welcome, bro. How you feeling?
Hey, y'all. I'm feeling pretty good.
Hey,
I like what I see. I really, really do. This team has got some serious promise. Like my man just now stated, we got a lot of balance all the way across the board. The thing is, for me, a couple things. First of all, I need to address the coaching, because I have been all up Kingsbury's butt, up until now.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he was motivated. It was his ex-team, and if you saw the post-game statement by DQ in the locker room,
Right.
man, I love that dude. He don't got no filter. He will let out an MF in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, he would.
But he's real, and he pointed out some things about Kingsbury, and Kingsbury has said, and other people have said, and we see the results on the field. That dude has changed. He's no longer running these rinky-dink offenses. He's settled down and got some quality play calling in. And our boy JD5 is definitely benefiting. So I'm going to step down from being his highest critic.
Right.
As for Daniels himself, he's doing it.
Right.
I mean, it's not busted play. It's not busted plays per se. He appears to be solid in all phases. I'm still scared that we need to put another 25 pounds on him though. But the question was, no, I really am scared about that because he's important to the offense, as every quarterback is, and I'm trying to enjoy this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've waited till the first quarter of the season to actually say something real, but I'm going ahead and saying it, but I don't want to have to take it back in 2 weeks when he's in traction somewhere.
Right. Right.
But the question was, does he need to be in the conversation for MVP? And I say no, he doesn't need to be, but it's not bad that he is. I like what I see. Particularly, back to Kingsbury a little bit. 42 points. When's the last time we saw Washington put up 42 points?
Yeah.
And on a short week.
Yeah.
Coming off of Monday Night Football. Who does that?
Yo.
Nobody.
Yo, I'll tell you how I felt, but I got to get to coach.
My boy talked about RG3, and I think that's a wrong comparison. I think he's better than RG3. I think the comparison, as someone else said on Twitter, is more of Randall Cunningham in terms of like poise, in terms of like talent and attitude and stuff like that. I know Cunningham was with the Eagles, but that's all right. But I think the comparison is more apt there.
Right.
So, like I said, I would just say I like what I see. I like what Kingsbury is sounds out to be a real coach. And, just as long as, I'm focusing on the coaches because it's going to be important tomorrow. We can't overlook the Browns. We got to, go in there and do work, get that done.
Absolutely.
And, one game at a time.
Absolutely.
All right, who's next?
Coach.
Hey.
How you doing,
How's
Coach?
everybody?
Good. How you been?
Well, thank you. I think he deserves to be, mentioned as an MVP.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes. I'm serious because since 2011, we have not seen our first games like that.
True.
Yeah.
True.
When you think about it, yeah.
Very true. We all start slow.
And Eric, you're right. It is true. We got to keep him healthy. He has a cool demeanor. I love it. It's like even better than some of these veterans. He keeps his cool. It's like, yes, one game at a time. One game at a time. I'm watching my Hokies. They're winning. But, yeah, they're in California. But I'm going to say this. JD deserves to be. And when when the coach looks at him, when he says, yeah, let us go, coach, let us do it. That's when I say, yeah, let him do it. You trust your player. And that's what they did, And that wasn't, I know that was the weekend before, but, I loved this last weekend. And let's take on the Browns and don't get overconfident.
Right.
Keep it cool. Battle them. We battle. Keep battling.
Absolutely.
Keep doing that. Yes. That's what I got to say.
But
that's it.
But Sunday Night Football is upset with CBS because
let's hold on. Let's hold off on that. Let's hold off on that because what we're getting through the last portion of the question. Then we'll go back to that because that's another topic. Here's what I want to say.
Okay.
I agree with everybody. With their their point of about the MVP and in the Jane Daniels era, this guy is by far polished, and his mechanics is off the charts. His focus is mad crazy, and this guy can be the MVP. I have no problem with him being in the conversation. I can't say he's going to win it because we have a league of good quarterbacks out there. That's first and foremost. Yes, he needs to be. He needs to be.
Too early.
Yeah, it is too early. True, but I would say this. This guy is by far more polished than RG3. I wouldn't say he's RG3. I would say he's Warren Moon-esque, right? Warren Moon was a pocket passer before he became a runner. He is more Peyton Manning-ish because Peyton Manning is a pocket passer, and Peyton Manning never ran, but he just got Peyton Manning with legs, and that's what this is exactly what we needed.
Don't even talk about quarterback. What's wrong with you?
Yo, it's a good comparison. It's a good comparison. Come on, man. It's a good comparison. This man has studied the completion ins and out of every play call given to him. And this is what I recently did study on JD5. I found out that JD5, when he was in LSU, they put VR on him and went through every play in his mind. So they went through virtual reality and have him into the playbook. So that's how he came out polished. It's the same thing they did here. So they implemented it here. So this is the product of how he is. He studied everything virtual reality instead of doing verbally and looking at every page. So when you visualize something, you get the feeling of where the ball needs to be placed because everything you worked with is going to be on the field. This is why the man is good at how he is. So this is the product of the future, folks. Virtual reality is by far the best adaptation to what a playbook is. So this is, I say keep doing it. I say if it's working like this, keep doing it. Because at the end of the day, if he's going to put up 42 points, as my man Eric just said, 42 points, and then sit back and relax. Not only 40, bro.
This last weekend.
Just not only 42, 38. We have never done that on Sunday night or Monday night. You see, we might have did it on one Sunday morning afternoon. Sunday afternoon, we might give you a little taste of 37 or 35, maybe even 30, but 42 to 14, we would have gave up 40 and just squeaked by, you know. This
and our defense played good.
Yeah, I was gonna Steve, I was actually gonna say that we actually did well. We had 4 sacks, and most of those 2 sacks came from Armstrong, you know. And okay, we got to introduce this goat of the year. He is the co-host of the Enhanced Sports Show. Louis Tenor is here. How you doing, Lou?
Hey, pal.
Good, man. No problem. I have a question before. Well, let me get to my my point, and then I will get to the question for you. This JD5, I believe, can 1,000% put us 7-1 before the bye week, and put us in great position to take the East. Now, I know I'm a little hyped up, but yeah, I mean, if you look at what we're doing right now, this is what I really wanted this new regime to do. I wanted this new regime to look at what we did positively and carry over to this year, and then implement some new components, so that way we can move forward, right? But here's what happened. Dan Quinn outshined me in my comments. He literally said, listen, I got you, and I'm gonna 10 times you at the end of the year. But I'm gonna move the bar a little bit. And then then he created Truth Telling Monday. Right?
Yeah.
And that what actually gave me the confidence to trust this guy, because he knew exactly what it is. He said, listen, I hear you, I'm listening, I got you. We're gonna do this for the defense. We're gonna see what we're gonna do with the defense. We're gonna tweak it. They're not there yet, but and then you got Joe Witt. Joe Witt is actually taking accountability and saying that we're not there yet. Yeah, we're not gonna get 5 sacks here and there. No, you don't say that. You say we're not there yet, just like Jan Quinn said. You can't just be like, oh, we're not there yet, but you know, we're gonna do what we can. No, man. But here's a good thing. Jordan McGee is getting better. That's the ace in the hole. So Jordan McGee is going to be our edge rusher. So I hope Jordan McGee is ready for against the Browns, because he's going to have he has a heck of a motor. I think they're going to use him more in the edge rushing attack. Now, him and Armstrong could share at least 2.5 sacks against Watson, right? I think Louisville and Deron Payne and maybe Jonathan Allen will probably, get a little bit sacks. I think we'll have a total of 7 in this game. Now, I think we're going to win. I have a good feeling that against the Browns at home, and all the Commander fans listening, I need for y'all to sell out. So we can drown out all the Browns fans in the stands, because this is by far the greatest start we ever had at 3-1. We had maybe a 2-2. We maybe had a 1-2. We might have had a 1-2 or 0-2. This is 3-1 out of 4 games. I'm 1,000% sure that the percentage of a 3-1 team is by far to win the East or any title moving forward. So we need to sell out, folks. All the Commander fans listening to the DMV Sports Show, it's time. It is time to sell out the stadium, and by far back up this team offensively, because JD5 needs every bit of sound disruption for the Browns, because now home field advantage is very important here, because we never had this type of home field advantage since Joe Gibbs was here, right? So let's get. I have a really good feeling. I don't want to jump the gun. My intuition is like, listen, jump the gun, go ahead. No, I can't do that because I need to see more for the defense. But we're good on offense. Like I told everybody before, we're.
Coach was saying they're all helping each other. They're working together,
and that's what we need. And that's team camaraderie. That's team camaraderie that we've been looking for years, for decades. It's here.
Exactly. Yeah.
And now, 1,000%. I don't want to say it because I need something more from the defense to say, you know what? This is where we need to be. We need, and I hate to say it, and I know most of y'all don't know it, but I'm going to say it right now. And Emmanuel Forbes needs to have a 6-pick stay. He needs to be D'Angelo Hall of old against the Bears. He needs to pick off 6 in a row in a game to be in the Hall of Fame, because the man got that talent to do so. Let me go ahead and before I forget, I'm gonna go to Lou. Lou, all right. I hate to say this, and I do this with the most sadness in my voice. The Orioles got swept 2-0 against the Kansas City Royals, and you're going against the Royals. Hats off to your team for being to have home field advantage. My team didn't do squat. What are your thoughts about the Yankees and the Royals?
Well, Yankees do have some injuries, but there's some other players. But I think they have enough, talent to get past. The only thing you worry about is, the question is, rest or rust, because they had 5 days off in between. It could be a good thing or a bad thing. You can go either way with that. But I'm thinking, with Judge, the way that he's been hitting, I don't think there's going to be much of any trouble. The Royals have made a major comeback this year after losing 106 last year, and have proven to be up there in the race this year. But I don't think the Royals it's going to be enough to overtake the Yankees. Well, I'm not going to say a sweep. I'm going to say 4 games.
Okay. That's a good assessment. All right. So, what are your thoughts on the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Steelers?
I think the Cowboys need a rebound from last week. So I'm going to say that they are going to upset the Steelers.
Whoa, folks, did you hear it? You heard it here. All right. Yo, Louis Tenor just gave an upset pick. Dallas Cowboys beating the Steelers in Pittsburgh, Steeltown. Yo, you can't have a better pick than what this man just gave. Oh man, this is good. I love the bold predictions, bro. The bold predictions gives everybody riled up. Man, you get the best answers, bro. Thank you so much. Yo, let's go ahead and ask the panel the same question. Let's go with Coach and end with Big Steve. Lou just gave a bold prediction. He said Cowboys over Steelers. Coach, how you feel?
Hey, it's a big possibility on that. For some reason, it's telling me. It's just like, they want to come out and they want to get that win. They want to get it.
They want.
And I've got the feeling. Yeah.
Okay. They want to get that W.
I just got that feeling.
Okay, well, coach, get that feeling. You know, it's that football magic. All right, Eric.
I don't see it.
Okay.
You don't see it.
Okay.
No, I don't see it. I mean, like, we're still talking about who's the coach for the Steelers?
That's Tim. Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, he's not going to lose at home to the Cowboys like that. I think they going to get back on track. The Cowboys are, I mean, who they got? What, Mike McCarthy?
Mike McCarthy, yeah.
Yeah, who's not the greatest coach in the world, and they've got some nagging injuries, and they're on the road. I know I don't like the Cowboys, period.com, but at home, Pittsburgh, I think, they've got less problems and less health problems, and they'll pull it out with the crazy crowd at home. That's just my feeling.
Okay. Great answer. There's no bad answers here. Let's go with Big Steve.
Okay. That's why they make Kleenex commercials,
He said that's what they made Kleenex for.
Dry your eyes when they cry, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
TV.
Yo.
Lou knows the future. Lou knows the future of the Dallas Cowboys when at the end of the year, Black Monday, Mike McCarthy flies from the Dallas Cowboys.
Listen, the good thing about this is that the game against the two most hated rivals in the NFL play, because they had a Super Bowl game and the Dallas Cowboys won that one in the Super Bowl, but that was I think a Henry Ward error. Oh no, Henry, whatever his name, Hines Ward. So
when picked up some 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
But I still remember the one when the Jackie Smith dropped the sure touchdown.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw the highlights too. But the thing about this is, okay, realistically, it's possible, but they don't have the defense. Dallas don't have the defense to actually combat what the offensive weaponry of the Steelers, what they have on their end in an offense, because their offense is more polished now, because they do have that quarterback who was a Bear. I forgot his name. I think it was Justin Fields. They got Justin Fields playing like he was a Super Bowl contender now, and there's no way. Huh?
Is he still playing?
Yeah, Justin Fields is actually playing in Pittsburgh. Like Mike Tomlin, hats off to him, because he went through this guy's mental, stability, and like, listen, son, you don't need to do all that. Just do this, and this, and you're good. Don't do that hyperbolic chime chamber knee padding that you be doing. Just stand still and throw a football. And sure enough, he did exactly what Mike Tomlin told him to do, and Mike Tomlin now he is a Super Bowl contender for the Steelers. I'm like, okay, this guy is like a bionic man, because he's like the $60 million one. He's not 60 million. He's like close to it. He's like $2.5 million bionic man. But listen, the thing about it is the man is playing with his confidence now, and I don't see. I mean, Dak might put up some good numbers, and CeeDee Lamb might give 3 touchdown type of night, but I don't see them winning that game. I mean, I don't. Okay, I see that they're balanced, right? I'm gonna go through the qualities of each team, right? They got CeeDee Lamb, Dak, 2 good components. They complete each other. That's good. I just don't like Zeke, because Zeke has lost a step. There's no way he can rush the football anywhere. The good thing about Zeke is he could be a red zone efficient running back. That's it. Anything over the middle, he's going to catch. He ain't going to run nothing. He's going to get hit. He might fumble. All right. Steelers, they got so much factors going from them. They got the quarterback. They got the running back. They got the running back. They got they got the tight end. They got the left tackle, right tackle. They got the center. They got the playbook. They got the that was the Kimba suit lady. They don't have the Kimba suit lady, so I'm not gonna put that in there. So yeah, they need to. Yes, they do. Not this one, but anyway, they got the they got the defense. They got the middle linebacker. They play 3-4 to brilliancy. They got the secondary real locked down. So there's really the advantage go to the Steelers hands down. I just don't see Dallas winning this game. Now they got to go against another team that's top tier, and they're not going to beat that game either. So you're looking at third place in the NFC East, and then the Eagles. Man, what should I say about the Eagles? The Eagles are just disarray too, and they're blaming the head coach, Sereni, whatever his name is. But it's just I hate to say it, it's just a good thing that we're number one, because if the Giants are number one, we would have been like, they're not even that good, and they're not. So
Yeah.
moving forward, folks, we're going to go ahead and move forward to the Wizards. The Wizards, folks, NBA is back, folks. NBA is back. Hats off to the NBA for putting October as their opening, because from what I heard against the Lakers, Bronny is some trash. Bronny James is nothing but space on the bench. This man can't shoot. The man can't pass. He had 2 points and 3 blocks? 2 points. Your son, who is a branch from you, had 2 points in this NBA debut, and you want him to call you the GOAT? Sir, please, just stop. Just no. We're not going to do that. You're not going to do that to the NBA.
Well, you know why they put LeBron James on that injury reserve thing. You know why, right?
Yeah, I do. But
that's because of that list.
Yeah. but the thing about it is, the problem we have with the NBA is it's not the entertainment no more. It's more of a sideshow. And it's sad that we have to go through those type of sports, hiccups to damage a long life good organization. This is not.
I agree. I mean, it's not really sport anymore. It's not even entertainment. It's supposed to be sport.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be sport. And I don't see any sport in the NBA hardly anymore unless you until you get to the playoffs.
Right.
And even then you got to work hard to see it to the finals.
Exactly. And that the only thing Adam Silver did, and I give credit to him, because I mean it works better now than what the original platform was, right? This tournament is actually a better thing than the playoff system that we had, right? 8 can get in. No, now you have a chance, if you're the 9 and 10 seed, to battle each other to get in. That's what you're supposed to do. My hat's off to him, because that's more basketball for people to watch before the actual game starts, right? Nobody wants to watch the lower seed fight. No, that's not true, because now the lower seed is going to go against the East, right? And now you get to see, okay, who we're going to play. I know we're not going to do it. At least you can root for your team, right? So my hats off to Adam Sandler for doing that, because it puts us, us in good spirits that we don't have a really good record, but we can actually play for a seed and lose in the regular season. I mean, listen, the idea, even though we're not going to win a final game at the lower level, it's still good to see your team make it, even though your team didn't do so well. I'm a big fan of that, and I like seeing teams like that, even though you don't have a chance and you get blown out. Hey, at least you gave it a
That's what you're supposed to do.
just it's a good chance. Like the Campbell Soup lady said, it's a good challenge to see, right? So moving forward, so the Washington Wizards play the Toronto Raptors tomorrow, 7:30. Hopefully they get a W. I don't see it, but they're not going to get blown out. That's one thing. I don't think they're going to get blown out. It's going to be a loss, but it's a good teaching method for them, moving forward. All right. So, and we're going to stick with the NBA. So, who do you see coming out of the NBA? Yeah, that wasn't me. I think she's in Saudi Arabia right now, but we'll just leave her alone for right now. But yeah, there you go, Alaska. Hey, she's with those Penguins. All right, so what we're gonna say is, who do you see in the NBA that could be potentially a threat? I know the Celtics are still number one because they won the championship. Who else do you see that might overtake them? Let's go with Big Steve and with Lou.
You know what? If what you call it can stay healthy, and I say healthy in the East, I could say Philadelphia. If
wow, that's a big statement.
Can stay healthy, yeah.
Ooh, man, Steve, man, you come with the bold predictions. All right, Eric, what do you think? Big Steve just said Philadelphia can take on the Celtics.
I have no idea. I haven't been tracking the NBA at all. I'm stuck here in DC with the Wizards, and it's just sad. It's just sad. I don't know what happened to old boy up there with the Bucks.
You talking about Giannis?
Yeah, him. I'm like, what happened? He had the one season. What kind of was like thinking that they could make a run, maybe a couple years. But to be honest, anything I say would be totally like worthless some part of the NBA right now.
All right, no worries. Well, Giannis had trouble. He had an injury in the playoffs, so that's why they lost that game. But no worries. Coach.
Hey. I'm hoping that the Warriors come out.
Yeah, I like that. But the thing about the Warriors is that Stephen Curry only signed a contract for at least, I think it was 1 year. So he might be seeking elsewhere because his 6-year contract ends this year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't leave.
Stephen Colbert, 2 nights ago, man, I loved it. That was cool. And the way he goes.
Stephen Colbert, really?
The way he really sets up everything. He feeds whoever he needs to if they're in there and they're hitting. And then when he wants to get in his hits,
right.
Swish. I'm loving it.
This is awesome. I love this.
But whoever gets him, if he's going to be leaving, they're going to be very, very fortunate.
They're gonna win the finals with Stephen Curry, because Stephen Curry he lights it up beyond the arc, which is him. See, this is why for me I like the arc dwellers, because the arc dwellers actually make noise and they actually let everybody know that, hey, listen, any given night you got to stop me. You can't stop me deep in the paint. All right, I'm gonna come out and do behind the arc. Can't stop me. Him and Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. I think it's Robert Horry, the greats. Those guys, they make a statement. Lou, bring it home for me. Who do you like to see in the NBA to take on the Celtics in the NBA?
I hate to sound biased, but I suppose you hear about the Knicks recent addition of Jay Cat. So I think it might be a great asset to us. And maybe it can overtake the Celtics.
I apologize for the camera suit lady. She's actually in the bottom of the can right now. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, like I said, I hate to sound biased, but with our recent addition of Cat coming to the Knicks, I think the Knicks are going to be a legitimate contender this year.
So you got the Knicks taking on the Celtics?
Yeah, I do.
Wait,
Yeah,
okay.
it was very-
Okay.
Last week.
Okay, so don't get me wrong. I like it. I like your enthusiasm for your team, but honestly, y'all gave away Randall. Y'all traded Randall.
I know.
There's no reason for you to trade Randall if Randall's giving you 30 a night. You know, even the Campbell suit lady asked, why. So in her little statement there, so there's no reason. But see, you gave away the best player, which is a problem. So who you got in Randall's place? Is it Bronson?
Yeah, I said Brunson.
Brunson? Oh wow, Brunson has really gave. It's not a good comparison to have a Randall replacement. Now, I think you have a center that y'all got from. I think it was Townsend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Townsend can give you 30 a night. I think y'all gonna be really good. I think y'all might be second in the Atlantic or in the division. I think y'all might have to run against Joel Embiid as Big Steve. Sorry, Big Steve. Big Steve has said that you have to go through Philly. And Philly, you got Joel Embiid, and trust me, the man is getting paid, and he's actually thinking about putting up 40. So there's a big problem for you there. Now, not only that, you got to go against the Celtics. You have to go against the Miami Heat. Now the Miami Heat still got. I think they got. Do they got Bam? Yeah, they got Bam Moore. They got Bam. Yeah, so you're gonna have to go against them too. Now, those are just really strategic paint dwellers there. They go in the paint and out. Most teams go out of the arc into the paint. Yeah. They do the opposite. So this is going to be a good game. I think you might be in the seed of fifth seed. Fifth seed, I think you might have a chance to get into the playoffs, but win, yeah, that's going to be a problem. But we'll see. We'll see. That's
The West is dangerous. Though.
Oh, the West is stacked. The West is the West has been stacked with talent since Jordan left.
Yeah, and wait to Durant get healthy. Wait to Morant get from.
Oh yeah, John Morant. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
See this. He makes me.
Memphis gonna be a tear.
Man.
A tear when he come back.
Man, listen. He reminds me of John Wall so much. I miss John Wall. I literally said, why did we give away John Wall if we were dangerous with him? That didn't make no sense whatsoever. And then we give away Bradley Beal, and then Bradley Beal goes away, and then who do we have left? Denny Adenijad. Yeah. So that, and then we give him away.
You know what, Russell? I'm mad because we had Wall and Bill at the same time.
Yes. Yes.
We had them at that same time. Then we had McGee, the center, too.
Yes.
We had all of them at the same time, and you, the coach, didn't know what to do with them. That made me mad.
You even making the Kamasuit lady mad. And she's at the bottom of the can right now. And I feel your pain, Kamasuit lady. But the thing about it is that we are now in the rebuilding mode. Just imagine if we kept those two individuals and built with Jordan Poole, right? And then we had Kuzma. Think about how dangerous we would have been in the backcourt, in the front court, in the paint.
Yeah.
We would have been talked about more. So this is why I don't understand why we have to give away players to suit a narrative that we don't even need to take. Yes, we can still rebuild, but guess what? The players would have retired if they knew that they had an ailment that wouldn't sustain them over 6 years. But now
that's
that
a coaching issue. I mean, like
exactly,
like everybody said, we've had talent, but for some reason, like there's been a disconnect between the talent and the coaching.
Yes.
And
yes.
It's just sad. It's just sad, because we've had players we could build around.
Yes.
But the players get here, they see what's going on, they're not impressed, and they just collect checks until the next on to the next one.
And
that's what I see.
That point alone, Eric, that was my whole point. People thought it was the players' fault for not producing the amount of points and it's not the case. Ever since Randy Whitten was here, he showed what coaching should be here in the Wizards' history or in the Wizards' organization. You know what the organization did? Say, oh, Kosh, it's because of the players. Get them out of here. And they get rid of them. And then once they get rid of them, guess what? They were like, yeah, that's what I said too. But anyway, I think
how much of that is getting rid of the players, though? I mean, has he had a voice in who to keep and anything like that?
What you mean?
We have.
Well, he's the coach. I mean, like, has he wanted to keep the players, or is it all on the front office, or is he, is he asking for different players? I don't know.
It was the general manager. The general manager didn't think. In the beginning, Wall was on his end of his contract, right? Wall wanted to stay and retire, but the problem was that Tommy Shepard wanted Wall to go because he believed that since Bradley Beal was in the middle of his prime, he can carry the team by himself without Wall. And he thought Wall was the prime example of why Bradley Beal is not shining. So he got rid of John Wall. And John Wall said, listen, you wanted me to go? Fine, throw me out. Go ahead, I don't care. Because Wall knew once you throw me out, there's going to be a wave of backlash of supporters because, Wall built DC with his positivity and his heart for those kids. Oh, man. That girl who passed, the little girl who passed away that John Wall scored 40 points in the game was for her. And he wore her name on his shoe. And you throw him out, his mom was furious. She came on TV and said, listen, y'all screwed up. Y'all threw the best point guard you had in your lifetime because you felt like you had to. I was like, oh, snap. I don't want to be in that studio with her because she was probably throwing trash trays against the wall and stuff. But you going to sit there and tell me that this man didn't give.
For the fans,
for the fans. The man jumped on the table. Game 6 against the Celtics and told you this is my city. Yo, you gave this man love and then you threw him in the toilet. So this is what I'm saying, folks. This man busted his knees, his hands for this organization, and what you do, you toss him out with the garbage. Man, you something else. Not only that, you have the best backcourt tandem in the NBA, and you give him to the Suns. Suns go to the playoffs, and they didn't know how to use Bradley Beal. You use him coming off the bench. The man gives you 25. You give 30 in 4 games, and then you put him on the bench. That's not how you do things. Then you got Kevin Durant, one of the best 3-point shooters in the game, on the wing, and then you don't know how to use him. Then you got Devin Booker, who can give you 70 a night. Then you put him on the court, and he doesn't give you 25 in that game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And they get blown, they get swept. You guys are, like my man Eric just said, it's all about coaching. It's not the players. It's you guys. So
one time we had the best thing. We had Weber. We had we had the Dream Team Stackhouse. We had everybody.
Yo,
I remember they got into that party at Exeter, and we almost beat the world champion Chicago Bulls. I remember that.
Yeah, we had Jawan Howard, we had Chris Webber, we had George Mirasan, and we were just amazed how Jordan got to 20 points in the second quarter. And what's funny about that is that it was the first time being in what was it called? The Bullets Arena. We were in Capital One. That was the first time.
Capital One.
That was the first.
And you're right. Jordan gave him props. That was back when we had Karan Butler too.
Yes.
They were poised, and they just got the big hit because Jordan gave them the props, and it just crashed after that. Who was the coach? I forget the guy. Light skinned brother, tall.
I think it was dang it, I know his name. It was with the B. Bickerstaff.
Oh yeah, Bickerstaff.
No, I think the guy came after Bickerstaff. That had the 3 with Butler and
you're talking about Antoine Jameson and
we had
Agent Zero.
Stackhouse, Jameson, and Karan Butler. And we should have did more with that.
Yep, Ron Strickland too.
No, we had Mitch what's his name? Mitchell. What's his name? Mitchell? Mitch Richmond. Yeah, Mitch Richmond. We had Mitch Richmond first. I didn't like Mitch Richmond coming here, because he really wasn't that type of point guard to come here. We got him from Sacramento. Yeah, he should have never been here because he wasn't fit. He wasn't fit for here. But it's 3 minutes till, bro. This is by far the greatest show we ever done in baseball because it gives us insight into what the Wizards had and gave away. Something like the old Redskins did when they had North Turner here. And what's his name? The other guy. He was a Kansas City Chiefs coach. I forgot his name.
Schottenheimer.
Yeah, Schottenheimer. Schottenheimer should have never been here either. Or North Turner, because the thing about it is that we already had the pieces. They chopped it up and served it on a plate and shipped them out. All they needed to was add on. And sure enough, that's where we are. 3 minutes. Let's give our 7-3 ratio. I'm going to start first. Browns, Commanders. I got the Commanders winning. I stand at 30-20, a 10-point swing. Lou, what you got?
Commanders with the win 27-21.
Okay. Coach.
We love you, Lulu.
No, well, she woke up there after the itis. All right, go, Coach. Yeah, she has that itis cough. Coach,
Hey,
what's your score?
let's see. Let's see. 31-24.
Okay, 31-24. Nice. Camp Suit Lady has the COVID cough, so just be careful. All right,
Yeah,
Eric.
y'all be careful.
What are we talking about here, man?
The score tomorrow, man.
Oh, man. I don't know.
This guy.
I'll say at home with the crowd going crazy, yeah, I'll go ahead with 31-17.
Okay, bet.
There you go.
Big Steve.
I love that.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right. I'm going to say.
Okay, never mind. 31-24.
Okay.
There you go. Because our defense, still needs work. But,
There you go.
We'll see what the refs do, but we should win this one. I don't think the score is going to matter much. I like the way our offensive line is coming together to protect our boys. So, I see 31, and the defense should do enough to keep it less than 31.
All right, Big Steve, go quickly, bro.
Okay, 27-17, because Cleveland got a better defense.
All right, bet. But that set us apart, man. Thanks to everybody being here. You're human first, everything second. Your conquers by definitions will conquer your dreams. We're out of here. And then Camp Suit Lady, of course, she woke up later and with the COVID cough. But everybody have a great weekend. Hats off to you guys. You're the originals. Without you won't be on the show, there won't be no Demons Hill show. Not the Camp Suit Lady. She has issues of being addicted to soup. So be safe, have goodwill, and I'm out. Peace.
Be safe.
Thanks for everybody attending this Saturday. I told you it was going to be off the chain. I didn't lie to you. So you're human first, everything second. You're conquerors by definition. So go conquer your dreams. Have a great weekend. I'm out. Peace.